Creating the right sleep environment for your baby is one of the most important things you can do to help them develop healthy sleep habits. A well-designed nursery doesn't just help your baby fall asleep faster, it helps them stay asleep longer and wake up happier. Let's walk through everything you need to know to create that perfect sleep sanctuary for your little one. First, let's talk about temperature, because this is absolutely crucial and something many parents overlook. Your baby's room should be kept between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Babies can't regulate their body temperature as well as adults can, so a room that feels comfortable to you might actually be too warm for them. Overheating has been linked to an increased risk of sudden infant death syndrome, so this isn't just about comfort, it's about safety. If you're unsure whether your baby is too warm, feel the back of their neck. It should feel warm but not sweaty or hot. Their hands and feet might feel cool, and that's actually normal. Consider using a room thermometer to monitor the temperature consistently, especially as seasons change. During summer months, you might need a fan or air conditioning to maintain the ideal temperature, while in winter, you'll want to be careful not to overbundle your baby, even if the room feels cool to you. Remember, it's always safer to add a layer to your baby through appropriate sleepwear than to raise the room temperature too high. A sleep sack can provide warmth without the risks associated with loose blankets. Now, darkness is your friend when it comes to baby sleep. Humans produce melatonin, the sleep hormone, in response to darkness. Even small amounts of light can interfere with this process. During nighttime sleep, you want the room as dark as possible. We're talking can't see your hand in front of your face dark. Blackout curtains are worth their weight in gold here. They block out street lights, car headlights, and that early morning sun that seems determined to wake your baby at 5 in the morning. If you have gaps around your curtains, you can use blackout shades underneath or even temporary solutions like black trash bags or cardboard covered with fabric during those early months when you're establishing sleep patterns. For naps, the same darkness principle applies. Many parents think babies should nap in lighter rooms, so they learn the difference between night and day. But research shows that darkness promotes better, longer naps regardless of the time of day. Your baby will learn day from night through other cues like feeding schedules, activity levels, and light exposure during awake times. The darkness during sleep is about optimizing the quality and duration of that sleep whenever it happens. White noise is another game changer for baby sleep. In the womb, your baby was surrounded by constant sound, the whoosh of blood flow, your heartbeat, your voice, and the sounds of your body. The outside world can seem eerily quiet by comparison, and that silence can actually be disruptive. White noise mimics that constant sound environment and has several benefits. It masks sudden noises that might startle your baby awake, like a dog barking, a door closing, or a sibling playing in another room. It also provides a consistent auditory cue that signals sleep time. When choosing a white noise machine, look for one that plays continuously rather than on a timer, has adjustable volume, and produces a consistent, low-frequency sound. The volume should be about the level of a soft shower, around 50 decibels, and the machine should be placed at least 7 feet away from the crib. Some parents worry about babies becoming dependent on white noise, but this is actually a helpful sleep association that you can maintain indefinitely and is easy to recreate anywhere you go. There are many options available, from dedicated machines to smartphone apps, though dedicated machines are often more reliable and won't be disrupted by phone calls or notifications. Look for sounds like rain, ocean waves, or fan sounds rather than nature sounds with intermittent noises like birds chirping or thunder, which can actually be alerting rather than soothing. The crib itself deserves careful attention. Safety is paramount here. Your baby's crib should meet current safety standards, with slats no more than 2 3/8 inches apart. The mattress should fit snugly with no gaps larger than 2 fingers between the mattress and crib sides. And here's something that surprises many parents. The crib should be completely bare. No bumpers, no blankets, no pillows, no stuffed animals. The American Academy of Pediatrics is very clear on this. The only things in the crib should be a firm mattress, a fitted sheet, and your baby. This might look sparse or uncomfortable to you, but it's the safest sleep environment. Babies don't need pillows, and loose bedding poses a suffocation risk. If you're worried about your baby being cold, use a sleep sack or wearable blanket instead of loose blankets. Sleep sacks come in different weights for different seasons, and keep your baby warm without loose fabric that could cover their face. When it comes to the mattress, firm really does mean firm. It shouldn't indent when pressed. Soft mattresses may seem more comfortable, but babies need a firm surface for safe sleep. Always check that your crib meets current safety standards and hasn't been recalled. Hand-me-down cribs can be great, but safety guidelines have changed over time. For middle-of-the-night wake-ups, use as little light as possible and avoid blue or white light. A small red or amber nightlight works best because it doesn't disrupt melatonin. Keep the light dim, low to the ground, and facing away from the crib just enough to see what you're doing. Nighttime interactions should stay calm and boring. No talking, playing, or eye contact. Some parents use a small, red-filtered flashlight only when needed, and doing diaper changes before feeding can help avoid waking a baby who has already drifted back to sleep. The placement of the crib in the room is important. Avoid putting it under a window, air vent, or heating vent to prevent drafts, sunlight, and temperature changes. It should also be away from the door, where noise and movement are more likely to cause disturbances. Many experts recommend placing the crib against a solid wall, away from windows and doors. If you're room sharing during the first 6 months, keep the crib close enough for easy access, but far enough that your own sounds and movements don't disrupt sleep. Make sure the room layout allows you to move quietly at night and that your feeding spot is comfortable and calming. Humidity also plays a big role in sleep quality. Air that's too dry can cause congestion and discomfort. Aim for humidity levels between 30 and 50%. In dry climates or winter months, a cool mist humidifier can help your baby breathe more easily, but it must be cleaned regularly. Too much humidity can cause mold or dust mites, so in humid areas, a dehumidifier may be needed. Using a simple hygrometer can help you get the balance right, and many parents see better sleep once humidity is properly managed. Creating consistent sleep cues and routines helps signal sleep time to your baby. The nursery should be used mainly for sleep, not play. At sleep time, dim the lights, turn on white noise, and follow a calming routine, like a feeding, diaper change, story, or song. Consistency matters more than length. Even a simple 5-minute routine works if it's the same every time. These repeated cues teach your baby's brain that sleep is coming. Avoid anything stimulating during wind down and think of it as slowly lowering energy until your baby is ready to drift off. Be cautious with decorations and mobiles near the crib. Anything visually engaging can interfere with settling. The sleep space should be calm and boring in the best way. If you use a mobile, keep it simple and only during awake time. The crib should stay clear, and comfort objects should only be introduced once your baby is old enough, usually after 12 months. Daytime light exposure also plays a big role in healthy sleep. Bright light during the day, especially morning light, helps regulate your baby's circadian rhythm. Open the curtains after wake-up and, if possible, spend time outside within the first couple of hours of the day. Keep wake times bright and engaging. Then create a clear contrast with darkness and calm at night. Air quality matters too. Fresh, well-circulated air supports better sleep. If possible, ventilate the room or use a quiet air purifier with a HEPA filter. Keep the nursery clean, dust-free, and free from strong fragrances, as babies have sensitive respiratory systems. Creating a good sleep environment isn't about expensive products. It's about a cool, dark, quiet room with minimal stimulation and consistent cues. Every baby is different, so observe your baby's responses and give changes time to work. Sleep is a learned skill, and by setting up the right environment, you're laying the foundation for healthy sleep habits that can last for years.